Buenos noches, mi amigos. The Chinese sign that follows the tiger is the dragon. And if you were born, or your grandparents were born in the years 1928, 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, 2012, and the next dragon year will be 2024. The dragon is Yang. The dragon is the fifth sign of the Chinese horoscope. Dragons have the following characteristics: strength, success, good health, enthusiasm, pluck, and sentimentality. Dragon sins may include rigidity, mistrust, dissatisfaction, infatuation, braggadocio, and volubility. You can always tell a dragon, but you can't tell him much. People born under the flashy and brilliant sign of the immortal and tireless dragon are most of all noticeable. For a start, they're rarely silent. Secondly, they're almost always highly attractive and magnetic. There is something about dragon people that says, I am the majestic one. I rule all men. I am invincible. Dragon people possess a natural authority. Even if you cannot stand them, dragons command your attention, and they have you under their spell. You cannot take your ears off their fiery discourse. Dragon enthusiasm is contagious. Their big green hearts are often set on giving you the same virus they have. Nothing, in fact, daunts this marvelous beast's mythical renown. Dragons know best and most about everything that applies to their own destinies. They usually have a mission or a goal so ambitious as to frighten the 3 lions and a gorilla. Fearlessly, without blinking an eyelid, the dragon will slink through the fire and then up the mountainside and into any battle, and he usually emerges victorious. The dragon is irresistible. He does not possess mere magnetism. Oh no, the dragon subject has the power to cloud your mind, put you off guard, and tumble you squealing with joy to the floor of his cave. Dragon women are so attractive that even when they are not particularly beautiful, all eyes are on them when they enter a room. It's no question of bearing. The magnificent presence is not only useful to the dragon in affairs of the heart. Dragons employ their magic in professional ways too. I wouldn't say that dragons are power hungry. They don't set out to pursue influence and conquer others to acquire it. Dragons are born with power. Energy and health fairly beam from all dragon people. Even apparently reluctant dragons carry their vigor on their sleeves. They are tireless, going from work to meetings and back to work and then to a party and then afterward home to bed with the kids and then out to another gathering and finally home and to stay up and listen to some music and chat with their spouse. Ask the next vital, busy, noisy person you meet what their Chinese sign is, and they will very likely tell you, I'm a dragon, in no uncertain terms. If you have a dragon in your life, and you consider that dragon to be insensitive to your needs, take my advice, weep. That's right, snivel, sob, bawl, and then through the cloud of your tears, watch the seemingly impenetrable dragon begin to warm up, glow with pity, and finally melt into the greenish heap of altruism at your feet. Tears will melt even the scaliest dragon heart. They are all sentimental. Finally, what the dragon needs most from those who live with him and share his life is indulgence. If dragons make too much brouhaha and wake the baby, they don't do it on purpose. They just have to turn up the radio and rumble the newspaper and make loud pronouncements. They really can't help if they disturb. They like parties, festivals, holidays, and picnics, fireworks, and roller coasters. Give them a crepe paper streamer and a paper hat, and they'll love you forever. Alright, so let's get to the reading. Alright, dragon friends. Pater Noster, quies in cars, sanctificatum nomen tuum, advenia regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in caelo et in terra, panem nostrum quotidianum nobis hodie, et debita nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos debitibus debitoribus nostris, et ne nos inducas in tentationem, se libera nos a malo. Amen. For those of you who have never watched me before, that's the Lord's Prayer in Latin. I don't consider myself a witch. I consider myself a medium. And I consider myself a medium because I believe that the people who are supposed to get help or any significance for my reading, it's because God or their ancestors were the ones who told me how to intuit the information from the cards. So I don't consider myself to be like the chosen one or anything, but I do believe there are some people that should read cards and some people that shouldn't. So I believe it's a calling for sure. For sure. Let me just upload the last. I am so sorry. I am so rude. I just since I Okay, I'll try to cut that out. Sorry. One more shuffle should do the trick. All right. I'm going to do a Lenormand de Paul Judgment. The Lovers reversed. The Eight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The King of Swords reversed. The Emperor. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Cups. And the Eight of Cups. So, what this is telling me. Okay. Spiritually, you feel as though you're not in the place you need to be, and you haven't worked hard enough, or that you have been too hedonistic. I don't know. There's some kind of judgment going on in the way you see yourself spiritually, and it's distracting you from the real goal of just trying to quiet your intellect enough to hear God's voice. So that whole judgment stuff, does not serve you spiritually. Being grateful for what you have, being grateful for your tangibles, and just spiritually nurturing yourself, and being grateful in your spirituality for what you're given and your ability to take these steps to level up and listen to your and develop your intuition is how you're going to be able to move on from this struggle you have with judging your spirit, you and your spiritual journey. And when you are able to overcome it, the Knight of Pentacles Knights always represents quick messengers, but you'll quickly see how losing that judgment will bring you so much more time and energy to recognize your talents and to go out and use them, and it will allow you to see the place that you're meant to hold in the world, which will bring you what you want physically, tangibly. I mean, like, whether that's money or things or and better environment or whatever it may be. Pentacles relates to the element of earth, which is usually in the tarot. Pentacles are the tangible. So the fact that it was in your spirit pile makes me think that you're in need, like you're poor, or you could use some money, or you could use something of that sort. Intellectually, there's a duality that is defining where you are in your mind at this point. You are either in love or preoccupied with a breakup, or more involved with a best friend than you ever have been. Maybe your mother or father has returned to your life, and it's in a big way, holding a big influence. There is somebody that's not you that is influencing you mentally, and right now that's a problem. And the way you're going to solve that is with the King of Swords, which is Swords represents the intellect. King represents a person who has all the faculties of the intellect. They're the best. They're the most. Sorry, that hurt. My ankles suck. The kings are just represent a person who has the most control over their intellectual abilities. So saying giving yourself some space and thinking for yourself, and if you're not a non-confrontational dragon, then just saying no. You're not gonna have to learn to say no. Say, yeah, I know, if you do know better, if they're not being of any help. What that will bring is Ace of Cups, which is an emotional tabula rasa, an emotional blank slate. So then you are free to move on, and if it is a breakup or if it is a relationship, find someone more suitable for you personally. So for your body right now, the Eight of Wands came up, and the Eight of Wands represent like a lot of will and action and creativity that are being used for some kind of project. You know, it doesn't have to be an actual like art project or anything, but maybe you're working on yourself, or it just means that you're using your creative and will faculties to achieve something. Right now, the Emperor is standing in your way. So some kind of the Emperor can either represent a person or just an energy. So if it represents a person, it means there's somebody in your life, which I think for some dragons this is it, because of the Lovers card that came up under the mind. There's somebody in your life that is really thinking that they've got some authority over you, and it's keeping in there, like telling you that you don't know how to achieve this whatever project this is on your own, and you need them, and it's like, no dude, I don't. So in order to achieve this, you're going to have to let go of that person. And when it comes to the outcome, it is the Eight of Cups. And eights often refer to continuity, practice, tedious practice, like practice you wouldn't want to do, but that you need to do. But for cups, I'm kind of curious. Let's see. It goes right here. 9. Draws attention to our journey of personal growth as we move through life. That's funny. It reminds us that we mature and evolve. Our progression toward higher awareness is marked by stages. It takes wisdom, inspiration, and good instincts to know when to stop and reflect on our accomplishments, and then boldly surrender to a new phase of our lives that we instinctively know lies ahead. Always keep in mind that the most important aspect of the journey is in deepening and enriching our spirit. What did I say? The Eight of Cups also beckons us to our spiritual roots. It encourages us to take time to observe the progress we have made in life and honor our efforts before we proceed. By doing so, we develop a larger vision of life, evolving through cycles of growth and movement. Personal reflection will deepen our trust in a process that will carry us forward to a new and positive experience. So in order to achieve this, whatever project this is, which I believe for some dragons it is spiritual growth, we're going to have to get rid of this Emperor energy, whatever is influencing you and telling you what to do and how to do things, and trying to convince you that they know better than you. And when you do that, you'll what word am I looking for? The momentum that you'll have for this project will just be monumental, and your emotional faculties will be 100% in, and it will be an extremely fulfilling journey that you'll take.